time, baby. Car talk time. Okay, YJR Diaries, car talk time, whatever you want to call it. We bringing them back. I was interviewing a client yesterday, and she was like, "Man, you need to bring the car talks back, the YJR Diaries talk back." I used to listen to them. When she was in the gym, when she was on her way to, her workout, wherever, right? And I've had people in the DMs tell me too, like, bro, you need to bring those back. I would listen to them while I'm on the treadmill. Like, I would listen to you like while I was working out, and it really got me through that day. Right. And I felt that because I listen to a lot of people, like when I'm in the gym, I literally listen to motivational speakings. I listen to self-help gurus, right? All on the internet. I listen to them in the gym. So not only am I working out my body, but I'm working out my mind and I'm sharpening my mindset. And that's what I want these videos to do. Sharpen the mindset. Okay. So the main thing that I, want to tell you guys today that's super important is you have to get really certain on who you are as a person, right? Really certain, 100% certain. And you have to have so much conviction in what you're doing, bro, that it almost bends reality, or it makes people seem like you're unreasonable if you want to be successful. And here's what I mean, okay? So I was talking to a guy, one of my close friends, and he was basically having this self-talk where he was like, man, I'm a bad guy. When I was talking to women, they would say certain things about me, and, it would make me question who I am as a person, right? It would make me feel like, he didn't say it, but it was demasculating him. It was making him feel like maybe he should change the way that he is because he was hurting these people's feelings, right? Which I understand on a deeper level. But then I broke it down to him like this. I'm like, yeah, bro, you're not perfect. But if a woman expects you to be perfect, or the person that you're with expects you to be perfect, they're not the person for you. There's only one person on this earth that was perfect, and that was Jesus Christ. He was the only person in history that was perfect. Other than that, all these people are flawed. All of them, right? All of them. So you need to get very concrete on who you are so that when someone else tells you about yourself, it doesn't destroy your identity and make you second guess who you are as a person. Okay? And I lost sight of that too. Right? I'm like, damn, like maybe, I'm hurting these people's feelings. Like I'll DM somebody and they'll say I'm an asshole, blah, blah, blah. Or, people will say like, yeah, bro, you're a real dick, blah, blah, blah. But I know it's coming from love, right? And I know it's coming from love because I was talking to all my clients and I was like, man, like, what was your honest, like when we first talked on the phone, like, what was your honest opinion of me? Like in the first time we talked, and they said, oh yeah, you were an asshole. Like we thought you were an asshole, but then we got to know you and we really found out that you really do care about people on a deeper level, right? And they just understood that at the beginning of the process, I have to be hard on you because they understand. And like I'm gonna tell you guys right now, when you guys are trying to transform yourself, like you're trying to become a better version of yourself, right? I am fighting the years of programming and the self-limiting beliefs and the opinions of other people. So I have to come at you with more conviction. I have to come at you with more energy. I have to come at you with more certainty because I'm fighting 10 years of people telling you that you'll never, ever be in shape. I'm fighting 10, 15 years of you failing on your own. And I have to have the certainty. I have to have the tenacity. I have to have, the grit and the grind. And I have to have the balls to be able to tell you what you don't want to hear, to put you on that path of being the best version of yourself. And a lot of people don't like that shit. They don't like when someone like myself, right, tells them what they have to hear rather than what they want to hear. They don't like that. They don't like that. But if I tell you what you need, if I tell you what you want to hear and you sign up with me or you get on this journey of, becoming the best version of yourself, I'm doing you a massive disservice because it's going to be uncomfortable when I drop your calories down. It's going to be uncomfortable when you have to get 10,000 steps 7 days a week and work out 4 days out the week, even with a busy schedule. And even when you have, kids and a wife and all this kind of stuff, it's going to be uncomfortable. So if you can't take, right, a small amount of pressure that I'm giving you right now, there's no way that you're going to be able to handle the stress and the pressure that life is going to force on you. They're going to force it on you. If you don't become mentally strong and you can't take what I'm telling you, right? That's not even that bad. You won't be able to master your emotions. You won't be able to master yourself long enough to get the exact body that you want, right? I got so concrete with who I am as a person by doing these couple things. First, I sat with myself and I actually examined myself, right? Like a lot of people, like my girl especially, right? She would, she would notice that I sit by myself, right, a lot. And just think, like, no music, no nothing. Like, when I'm in the car, I don't listen to music. I rarely listen to music in the car. And that's because I want to listen to my thoughts, right? I want to listen to how I really examine things. Because anybody can be loud and be like, yeah, I'm confident as hell, bro. Yeah, I'm confident as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing me, like I ain't scared of shit, right? But they scared to sit by themselves and actually think. They're scared to be alone. They're scared to be alone, bro. Like, these motherfuckers are really scared to be alone. They're scared to, like, really face themselves because they know they eat like shit on the weekend. They know that they overdrink. They know that they smoke. They know that they miss workouts. They know that they don't have energy. They know that every time they go for something, they stop, start. They not living to their true potential. And you can lie to someone like myself, right? Well, you could try it, but I'm gonna make you tell me the truth. But you can lie to people, right? But you can't lie to yourself, right? So what I did, right, to ultimately get so concrete with who I am, because people be like, well, that's not me. Well, that's not me. That's not me. Motherfucker, you don't even know who you are. You don't even know who you are. Okay? But I'm going to tell you guys how to create, because who you are right now or what you think is not actually you. I'm going to say that one more time. Who you are right now and what you think is not actually you. It's just a byproduct of all the actions that you've been taking every single day. So I can literally turn you into a whole different person. I've done it for my clients. I've taken clients who have, literally, no bullshit, I've taken clients who have contemplated suicide, right? And hated the way that they looked and was depressed, hated being on camera, hated it. They was like, yeah, I'm not a social media person. I changed their whole life, gave them purpose, got them in shape. Now they can't stop posting on social media. Now they're preaching to other people that they need to get in shape, drop the drink, right, and start working out every day. I've completely changed people's identity. How? Because I was so certain on who I was. I go to the gym no matter what. I might only have 45 minutes, 30 minutes to really work out. I'ma still do it. I track my food every single day. I read the devotional every day, whether I can completely consume it that day or not. I read it and I try to understand it. I knock out my push-ups. I serve my clients. I shoot videos like this. And if I keep on making these videos and if I keep on showing up, that slowly turns or switches my identity to be somebody different. I'm a completely different person now at 29 than I was at 22. Completely different. Completely different. You can switch who you are. You just need the right mentor. You just need the right habits. You just need the right support system. You just need the right environment, and you need to listen to the right things. That's what you need to do. So you need to become so certain on who you are, right? That no one can tell you who you are and who you aren't. And I was telling my friend too, I was like, look, the reason why you feel so down on yourself is because you weren't concrete on who you were as a man. So when these people, because especially women, some women, not all, but some women, they will over exaggerate the bad so much, right, that they will villainize you. Because I'm like, bro, you have to really think about it objectively. When someone is mad at you, all right, or somebody feels wronged by you, they have to villainize you. Because you expose something in them that they didn't want to see. So they're going to expose you. They're going to villainize you. They're going to over-exaggerate it. I said, bro, look, objectively, like, do you have your flaws? Yes. But objectively, you're a good guy compared to motherfuckers I done seen. I know people that are cheating on their wives. I know that there's men out here turning their girlfriends and wives into drug addicts. I know there's men out here literally preying on their girls' downfall. I know that there's men out here that are not pushing themselves to be better, right? And they're comfortable. They're taking their girl's car, picking up other women. They're living off their girl, and you think that you're a horrible human being. I'm like, bro, you need to look at it objectively, and you need to stop letting these people tell you who you are and who you aren't, right? And that applies to women too. You have to be so deep rooted on your values and what you believe in that no one can change your opinion of yourself. That's the whole purpose of this video. I want you, because I'm telling you right now, if you do these things that I tell you to do, you will be so deep rooted in who you are as a person, no one can tell you shit, all right? No one can tell you shit. If you wake up every single day and you work out, you hit your macros, you read the devotional that I tell you, right? And you go to work and you try your absolute best. You serve other people and you give value to other people. You shoot content and you share what you learn. You will become a different person. And people won't be able to tell you who you are and who you aren't. Do you guys think that you guys can make it in content creation? Do you guys think you can make your own business if you care too much about what other people say? Now, I'm not saying that you're not going to care about what other people say, but their opinion of you cannot change the way that you do things and operate. Because look, if you're always switching up what you do, if you always switch up what you do, you'll never ultimately get where what you're supposed to get. Because you're constantly changing your approach, how you say things. No one is going to tell me how to do certain things. Because look, objectively, everything that I've done has gotten me the exact results that I wanted. Look at the car. We driving a fucking BMW, bro. I have a 4-year degree from a D1 university. I have clients that I'm changing lives. I'm changing their life. I make a living off of changing lives. I make a full-time income off of changing lives. I have a team. I have a team of people working for me. I'll never have to clock in another day in my life. So I'll be damned if I listen to somebody. That doesn't mean that I won't listen to people, right? But I will not take advice from people that are not in the situation that I want to be in. I won't do it. I won't do it. Because if you take advice from people that are lesser than you objectively or in a lesser spot than you, because look, God made all men equal, but I will not take advice from a hobo. I will not take advice from a homeless person. I will not take advice from someone who's not owning a business. I will not take relationship advice from someone single. I won't do it. I won't do it because they're not in the spot that I want to be at. So why would you do it? I see it all the time with women, men. They're asking for advice. Like, what should I do in my relationship? From single people. That don't even make sense. If you want the same result as them, listen to them. That's why you guys have to get so concrete on what you want. This is what I like, bro. I wrote down everything what I wanted. I wrote down the kind of car that I wanted to drive. I wrote down the type of relationship that I wanted. I wrote down the type of physique that I wanted, where I want to live, how much money I want to make. I did all that. And then I said, okay, what's the best way to achieve this? And I followed that blueprint every single day. But it's not just about getting money. It's not just about having shit. I need to be an influential figure that are changing men's lives, women's lives. I can't just be this silent person that's like, yeah, I make all this money. No, I need to be out on the forefront, right? A public figure helping people out. Because I've been through too much. Right? I've been through too much, gone through too much, gained too much wisdom and knowledge not to share it with you guys and help you guys not make the same mistakes as me. So I want you guys to get so secure on who you are as a person so that no matter what happens, you have you. If you start liking you and you start being proud of you, you're okay with being alone. It's not that people are scared to be alone. They're scared to being alone with themselves because they know that themselves deep down ain't shit. But me, I change lives for a living. I work out every single day. I follow through on what I say that I'm going to do. I try my very best, and I can live with that. So any decision that I choose to make, right, I know objectively it's the right decision. Okay? Now, if you guys ever wonder what's the wrong decision, what's the right decision, you can't just go based off the outcome. Because some people be like, well, that was the wrong decision because you didn't get the outcome. No. My objective is not to get an outcome. My objective is to get you to make a decision. Because most people don't achieve their goals because they cannot concretely make a decision. They can't. They like, well, maybe I should do this workout. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do this. But I've been told to do this. You can't make a decision, bro. Well, maybe I want to save this much money. Maybe I want to do this. Maybe I want to get this car. Maybe you haven't made a decision, bro. You need to be decisive. And moving forward, you need to be fucking decisive, bro. Let's get this money, all right? Let's get this fucking money. Car talk time.